Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on a test account and we are continuing with the events that are going on right now. Now, of course, within the Glorious Celebration, we did get that copy of Eugene, but now we have the Isle of Gold that is up. We have the Global Warm Reunion gifts, which we're going to look at in just a minute, as well as the reward bonus of the Isle of Gold. Now, I think overall the Isle of Gold is just a 10% increase to the resources that we have in there, but again, we'll take a look at it in just a minute. First, I want to look at the reunion. So we do have 7 days in here with the reunion. I'm not sure if this is just going to be inviting another hero like we've seen, and it kind of looks like it. Now, remember, this is going to be for all servers. Now, they said this was going to be literally for everybody. So go ahead, we'll speed up the collab. It gives us some diamonds out of there. And similar to what we've seen before, I believe this is just going to be a bunch of heroes. And then overall, it is giving us 10 Stargazer scrolls. So looking at, we get what, 5 common scrolls out of there. 10 red chests, which I will absolutely welcome. So that is 10 common scrolls. We do get some poke coins in there. And then the last one is going to be those Stargazer scrolls. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more, but again, before we kick off the 5-year anniversary, this is kind of the prelude to what we do have going on. Now, in addition, we do have the Isle of Gold. Like I said, the Isle of Gold, I believe it is just going to be a resource boost in here, which means as we're going through, and again, we have the Isle of Gold up. We have right now the Magician's Hat. We have the Misty Valley that just came up. We have the Bountiful Trials of a bunch of different heroes. It is just insane the amount of loot that they are literally pumping out right now. It's kind of crazy, including the free copies of heroes we got and everything else that is going on. And then, of course, rumor is, and this is really a rumor at this point, that they are also going to be releasing an Awakened hero with the 5th anniversary. And again, this is really just rumor at this point, but they are going to release an Awakened hero for the 5th anniversary because technically Eugene doesn't count because he was released about 6 months ago. Again, it kind of speculation at this point, and I really don't go in until I see, exactly what it is going to be. So here's the anniversary bash. Increases pillage and the building gains by 10%. I don't know if they changed anything else in here, but similar to last time, I'm going to go through here and I'm just doing literally resource buildings and then leveling up those resources. So there's really 3 ways that you can play this. Number 1, you can play very, very defensive. Now, of course, this means that you're going to be focusing on building up your resources. You're going to be focusing in on not really the attacking aspect. The other flip side of that is you can go in for the pillage aspect, trying to pillage as much as possible. Some players also do kind of a happy medium in there between both of them. Now, me personally, I'm just going to go in here and I am going to just go in for my resource buildings. Now, of course, looking at the availability of the resource buildings that we have, really looking again, kind of big picture, most important buildings in here. Number 1, Diamond Mine. That, of course, is going to be one of the absolute biggest buildings that we have, is building up that Diamond Mine. My personal preference, I do like the Essence Mine. I know a lot of people do like the Guild Coins instead, because, of course, the Guild Coins, now we have the opportunity to build Eugene, plus we have those time emblems in there, and we have the tier 4 stones. But overall, I feel like the importance of Poe Coins kind of supersede with the Guild Exchange because, of course, we get Riz every day, we get Soren every 2 days, and you do get quite a few Guild Coins in there. For me personally, they are just kind of stacking up with Guild Coins. So personally, again, I would go in here, I would choose the Poke Coins out of there, making a really big difference. Then it leaves you really with 2 more, which of course, Labyrinth. When you think of heroes, when you think of red chests, when you think of cores, Poke Coins, literally the emblems of space, everything that you have in there, they are coming out of those Labyrinth tokens. And there we go, leveled it up right there. And then the final building, of course, is going to be the Essence. Early game, you might go experience, but honestly, Essence Mine is your primary one because, of course, with the Essence Mine, you're going to have it forever. The Essence requirement in this game, similar to AFK Journey, is forever that you need more Essence. So essentially, you're going to build it up forever. Now, of course, looking in here to level up the buildings, yield is going from 16 to 21, which means we are just producing more and more resources, which is the reason why I do like increasing the production based on the levels. And of course, right here, this is our plus 10 anniversary bash. And then when we're also going up yield +5, yield +5, we are going to be able to stack an insane amount of resources out of here when it comes to Isle of Gold, which I'm super stoked about, because this, honestly, as much as this game mode is just, kind of basic, really when it comes to literally just coming in here and building resource buildings. I don't like to really put anyone else out. So what I do with my resource buildings is I literally put one hero in the resource building. And then of course, when it comes to the slowing of the movement and stuff like that, I don't do either of those. So again, when you think of the resource buildings increases morale, this of course is going to be the pillaging. And then this one is going to be tranquility, prosper limit +2. This is the one that you want if you're going the defensive route. It is going to be this building. This is going to allow the fountain to essentially give more of a prosper limit or give more resources from those buildings. Then, of course, with the anniversary event, we are getting more resources on top of more resources. So go around and level them up. Now, from some of the empty spaces, and again, this is going to be kind of your preference. I do not fill in all of the spaces within here because I want to focus on leveling up these buildings much faster than I want to focus on building out those resource buildings. So as you can see, we're gaining a lot of levels and a lot higher yield in here. But overall, if we get a spot where we have to put a building, we definitely will put a building. But overall, just like this. So I build usually 2 of these energy towers. Big reason for the energy tower is you're going to be able to boost them up to 30 much faster, because depending on the placement of the energy tower, you can actually have 3 resource towers that fall within that energy tower, which again is really good to have. Now again, building up some more of these resource buildings, and you just go around in the circle. Again, if we're looking at a spot we need to build, again, I don't build any of the stone tablets. Even down here, building some more of these, we'll go ahead and drop this one. Reduces prosper loss by surrounding buildings. This one might actually be pretty good. You can see prosperity -1 when a resource building is an adjacent tile is plundered. So if it gets attacked, it will actually go ahead and reduce how much you lose out of there, which again, I would kind of have to play around with it because that is pretty good too for the reduction of the building. Again, if we're going the defensive wise, but you're going to have to figure out exactly how you're going to stack all of those buildings in here, just kind of based on the build that you have. And of course, the diamonds we're looking to build up. But the big one that you want to focus on, of course, in here is the Fountain of Blessing. This is the one you want to drive to level 30 as fast as possible, because this is the most important building. This is going to boost all of the resource generation for all the rest of the buildings that you do have in here. So really cool. So, I mean, like I said, it's a regular Isle of Gold. You just do get a pretty good bonus in there. And then again, like I said, Magician's Hat, we have the Lost Spire, we have Treasure Scramble that's up, we have the Rift that is up, also everything that is going with the new Trio Hero. That is right, Eugene is going to be available for the summons. If you have not heard yet, it's kind of crazy, but I cannot wait to see exactly what we're going to get out of there with the patch notes, and of course with Eugene being able to be built in a multitude of game modes. I'm super stoked to see exactly how we're going to do. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.